India and Canada are moving away from a bitter past towards building a next level partnership. The leaders of the two nations believe that now is the time to reset ties and move towards deepening the economic integration between the two nations. Hello students, welcome to Drishti IAS. My name is Saloni Nadir, and in this session we'll understand what are these leaders trying to imply over here and what is the current situation between India and Canada. So during the recent state visit of Canadian Prime Minister Mr. Mark Carney, the leaders of the two nations have started negotiations around a Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement or CEPA. So the negotiations have started and a historic deal has also been signed. This historic deal is a $2.6 billion long-term uranium supply deal. So Canada, we know, is one of the largest producers of uranium in the world. In fact, it is the second largest producer after Kazakhstan, and for a long period of time, it is going to supply uranium to India. If we talk of the time period over here, it is 2027 to 2025, wherein India is going to receive nearly 22 million pounds of uranium from Canada. So that is why it's a historic deal. It is a long-term supply of uranium that is going to happen from Canada to India. And uranium is not the only area where we are going to be strengthening our partnership. This CEPA basically, CEPA or the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, we know it's a broader concept, it's a broader type of agreement where goods are also taken into consideration, services are also there, intellectual property is also there, investment is also there, and strengthening people-to-people ties are also there. So a lot of areas are under consideration over here, like AI, innovation, agriculture, etc. But for now, the negotiations have started and CEPA is expected to be finalized by the end of this year, the end of 2026. And right now, a historic uranium supply deal has been signed. So this is the current scenario, this is the current situation, and why are we so interested in signing this deal or implementing the negotiations of CEPA? Because the vision that we have over here is to strengthen the bilateral trade between India and Canada. We want to boost the trade to $50 billion by 2030. This is the goal that we have, and for that, the negotiations have already started and a uranium deal has been signed. Now, we need to understand how both the parties are going to benefit out of this deal. So, if we talk about the benefits India is going to get over here, first and foremost, we are going to get uranium, which will help us transition towards our clean energy goals. Correct? We are going to get this long-term uninterrupted supply of uranium from India, and it is going to help us transition towards our clean energy goals. In fact, we are also going to deepen our cooperation in building the small modular reactors. So India and Canada are going to work together in this direction also, and this uranium is going to help us a lot in our nuclear energy programs, in our nuclear energy sector. So this is one thing, one area where India is going to benefit. Then critical minerals. Critical minerals are the other thing that India is going to receive from Canada, because Canada again is a hub of critical minerals. Canada has a lot of lithium reserves, cobalt reserves, nickel reserves, and all of this are important for what? For our electric vehicles, our semiconductor industry, and all the different types of technology that we use. So critical minerals again is a very important thing for India and for any country in the world for that matter. And that is why this is also one domain that is being taken under consideration, that once these CEPA negotiations are finalized, critical minerals are also going to be on our priority list. So we are getting uranium, we are getting critical minerals, and our people-to-people ties are also going to strengthen. Cultural and educational ties are also going to strengthen, because then these campuses are going to be set off-site. Canadian universities are going to open campuses in India, Indian universities are going to open universities in Canada. So all these things are going to happen, and the timing right now is very important. As I told you that both the nations' leaders, they're wanting to reset their ties, because since 2023, our ties were strained. In 2023, the then Prime Minister, Mr. Justin Trudeau, he alleged India of killing of Khalistani leaders on Canadian soil. So since then, there have been political tensions, there have been diplomatic expulsions from both the sides, and because of all these things, our ties were very, very strained. And right now, the timing is very important, because in the state visit of Mr. Mark Carney, both the leaders are working towards resetting these ties and starting from the very beginning and working towards building a next level partnership in all these sectors, in uranium, in critical minerals, and also strengthening the cultural and educational ties between the people of both the nations. India is going to benefit like this, but Canada is also going to benefit. So how will Canada benefit? First and foremost, Canada is going to get a large market. It is going to get a huge market. India is the 4th largest economy in the world, correct? We are one of the fastest growing economies in the world. We are the 4th largest economy in the world in terms of nominal GDP. And Canada is going to get an access to this great huge market. So first is a large market access, then long-term, stable revenue generation. Revenue generation is also going to be there, because from 2027 to 2035, Canada is going to be exporting uranium to India. So it is going to generate revenue. This is a long-term stable revenue generation that Canada will get, because we need uranium for our green energy and clean energy. So we're going to keep buying that from Canada, and Canada in turn is going to generate this revenue. And it can also diversify with this, with uranium and with critical minerals, or selling all these things, exporting these things to the Indian market. Canada is going to diversify its options. India is also diversifying its options, and Canada is also diversifying its options. And Canada is getting a huge access to the Asian markets over here. So these are some different ways in which Canada is also going to benefit. So basically, whenever an economic partnership or a deal, such MOUs, these are signed between two nations, both the parties benefit out of it. India also right now needs to have diverse market access, diverse import availability options also, because of the situation that we are in with the US at the moment also. The situation is volatile. Things keep changing every now and then. That is why it is very important that we keep on diversifying our options, and Canada is one of the great options that we have in the North American continent. So both India and Canada are going to benefit from this CEPA, which is expected to be finalized by the end of 2026. So that was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Now let us look at a practice question for prelims. And before we do that, you know that there is this new course for you, which is the Studio GS Foundation live online course. Now this course, as I keep telling you, is your complete UPSC preparation kit, because you can prepare for both prelims and mains. The syllabus of both prelims and mains is going to be completed in 14 months. The admissions are open, and you have 3 different mediums to choose from: Hindi, English and Hinglish. So the admissions are already open. This course is available at a very discounted fee. And once you enroll into this course, there is an option to enter a coupon code. So if you enter this coupon code, SALONI, you are going to get the maximum discount on this already heavily discounted course. So don't wait, admissions are already open. For any more information, you can call us at 87501 87501, and you can also download the Drishti Learning app. Now let's look at the practice question. Which of the following statements about the recent India-Canada strategic reset are correct? 1. India and Canada signed a long-term uranium supply agreement to fuel India's nuclear energy program. 2. Both countries have agreed to immediately implement a comprehensive economic partnership agreement targeting $50 billion trade by 2030. 3. The reset also includes cooperation in critical minerals, clean energy, and people-to-people exchanges. Choose the correct options. Choose the correct statements. A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, or D. 1, 2 and 3? Please attempt this question and provide your answers in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.